My name's Selby. I'm director of Alba Associates, who set up and designed Wired City Reconnected as a product. So I'm here as the organiser and the facilitator. The network's really a sort of result of previous research that we undertook, that we found out that businesses in this sector are not necessarily the most experienced in selling themselves or standing up in formal presentations. If you can get them in front of the business and talking about the product, they're excellent. So we found that. We also feel that Wired City Reconnected is very much like a nursery. If you can handle facilitated and supported network, you can go out and handle any type of networking event.
I think the Wired City event is a really interesting event because the guys who run it are really passionate about making sure that people connect with people quickly early on. They get round everyone that you want to see. It's a really dynamic position, and it's always people that you feel you want to talk to.
You got quite a lot of agencies and developers at Wired City, you know, lots of digital media, and so for me that's very useful contact.
One of the tricks you learn over the time is to know what you're good at and what you're not good at. And one of the great things about Wired City is meeting people who can do the things you're not good at.
Well, this is my first experience with Wired City. I like the concept. I like the idea of the host being there all the time, keeping an eye on things. That's a great thing to do.
What I find about them is there's always something comes out of left of field that you're not expecting, from a source you're not expecting, about something you're not expecting. And you can be somewhere and you can meet someone that can totally change your life or what you're doing, basically.
I think the success is building up the confidence to come to network events and say, look, we are looking for a business that we can work with. People are actually talking over a drink and something to eat. It's breaking the mould of the sort of like the business-to-business network where you have to sell all the time.
You know, at Wired City it's a much more comfortable environment because you've got that helping hand and someone to come and introduce you, and it's nice, it's a nice atmosphere.
It's got a friendly atmosphere to it, and say just little things, people greeting you at the door as soon as you come in, and make sure you're there, taking your name, giving you name badges.
How it sits with the other networking events I go to sort of speed networking events, which are very much sort of more sales-led, and they're sort of bum, 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 bum. You go to something like a simply networking sort of thing, and you can be very hit or miss. I think this is a nice balance between those two areas. You get round to the people you think you want to meet. You don't stay too long with people that you may not feel that you're right with. You're encouraged to move on, and you have opportunities to meet people at all times. It's great.
Well, networking events, the other events that you go to, you are among strangers. And to break the ice is the most difficult part. Once you've broken the ice and you meet the right person, then it's okay. Here, what we're doing is basically breaking the ice for you, ensuring that when you're talking to someone, that person you're talking to has something to offer to you or you to him or her. Very often, by talking with each other, they find that potentially there's work that they could pass on to the other person because they're too busy. So that's my feel of Wired City Reconnected.
In this current economic climate, I think many of our clients are finding that they're having to work harder, they're having to be more imaginative, have to have a broader range. But with keeping it small, they keep the costs down. But collaborating, they can overcome these sort of problems.
It is productive, it will produce results in the long term. We know of a lot of businesses that have come to our events that have collaborated and have moved on to bigger things. That is one of the critical factors of this event. It tries to get people together to work and look at bigger projects than the ones that would normally go for.
We've actually we outsourced one particular project to one of the companies we met at Wired City, and actually that's still an ongoing project that we're talking to. In fact, we've just been talking to some companies here today about further aspects of that project. So yeah, it's been fantastic from that point of view.
It's good to know that there are other people that might be useful for other projects. So I know there's some people here, you know, with new pieces of technology for communications that would strengthen some of our clients' work, and it's just a case of if I manage to sort of, you know, present it in the right way to the client, then we've got a connection there. So I think definitely useful.
Networking is one of the best things you can do for your business because that enables you to break out of your normal circle and meet up with other people. It doesn't matter whether it's Wired City or any other event that you go to. We say Wired City mainly because it is facilitated for you so that you're not wasting your time.
I think networking, I mean, in general is invaluable, particularly if you work for a small company, because I think you can be quite insular if you sort of just stay within your own office and don't meet others. And I think networking, you know, either in terms of selling your product or getting the word out there, or even kind of building up a network of people that you can call upon should you not have the skills in-house. Those are really key reasons to network.
Sometimes just by talking to other people, you realise what you're missing out on and have ideas yourself. And sometimes, and you're identifying other opportunities. That's what networking really, really gets you into.
If you're sort of not sure on sort of presenting your own services, I think it's a very useful thing in, you know, as a research exercise even. And, you know, there's every possibility that something might come out of it.
You've got a phenomenal opportunity to find more business, create more opportunities to make more money, sell your product or get other people using it, or find someone that can help you develop your product. So it's about the easiest way of developing a business that I know of.